Hey, this is lesson 4, and so far what we've learned is the difference between a vector and a scalar. We've learned the difference between distance and displacement, and now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the rate at which objects move through space, and we have two different measurements that we're going to take a look at. We're going to look at speed and velocity. So here we are in a side view. Einstein's beginning here. He's located 15 centimeters to the south. So right now at the beginning, his location here is 0.15 meters south from the point of origin. That's just the 0 point, wherever you call it. It doesn't make a difference where we measure it from, but we need to measure it. So here we go. I'm going to use the Mississippi clock to measure. So 1 Mississippi roughly corresponding to a second. Give me a little bit of give here because it's not going to be a high quality measurement. It's more for learning purposes. So here he begins the journey. I'll say 1, 2, 3, go. I'll start counting the time as he moves and we'll record that. So 1, 2, 3, go. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi. He finishes here in 10 Mississippi. So if we take a look at that, let's take a look at the total distance that Einstein traveled. So he began here, he went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. The total distance he traveled was 60 centimeters, or 0.60 meters. The time it took, that's the symbol we use for time, the change in the time interval, was 10 seconds. So if we take a look at this, we have two measurements now. We have time and we have space. So I'm going to introduce you to the concept of speed. The average speed is just the distance traveled over the time. So his average speed was just 0.60 meters over 10 seconds. So his average speed is 0.060 meters per second. So he is moving at 6 centimeters a second. That would be his average speed. Okay, so we're going to take a look at a different measurement now, and that's going to be his average velocity. So his displacement that he traveled from beginning to finish is this line. So the total displacement for him is 0.10 meters. Which way is that pointing? North. And the time it took is the same, 10 seconds. So now I'm going to introduce you to the concept of average velocity. See this? This makes it velocity. The average velocity is the total displacement over the total time. His average velocity was going to be 0.10 meters north, direction's important, over 10 seconds. So when we calculate that, his average velocity is 0.010 meters per second. Gotta move you over a bit, Einstein. North. Two different types of measurements. This one tells you how fast he moved through the actual journey, the average. This one tells you how long the average was to go from here to here, the rate at which it moved from here to here. So if he was to actually be just moving from this spot to this spot here, this would give you its rate. and this one is giving you the rate as far as the whole journey that he went on.